So here goes. Rule one: if you're pursuing a goal, then to the extent possible, try and avoid telling people about it. Basically, what it means is that you should try to move in silence. Why? You may ask. Because all it does is it releases cheap dopamine and tricks your brain into thinking you've already achieved it. In the process, lowering your motivation, making you believe that you're already where you need to be. And on top, you owe people unnecessary details on where you are at with that goal. So you would have then in the process also created an unnecessary hurdle for yourself when none was required. Rule number two: if you're unhappy, then start with your brain health. Why? Most of these issues are generally labeled as mental health. But as Dr. Daniel Amen would say, they do not have as much to do with mental health as they have to do with your brain health. Anytime we feel the burden of things to an extent that it makes us unhappy, our natural reaction should be to look at or look towards sleep, hydration, exercise, what we are eating, so that we can rebalance things on our own end. Rule number three: if you experience a beautiful life moment, you should take the time to write it down. Why? Because it is memories like these that you create and that you preserve that one day come back to help you in moments of great distress. When you're looking for that extra bit of motivation, when you're looking to find a way out of a dark period, these memories that would have allowed you to capture those beautiful moments would invariably come back and help you. Rule number four: if you find yourself regretting past decisions, then stop. You don't owe it to anybody. Nobody owes anything to you. You made the decision at that time with whatever you had in control. You made the choices with the knowledge you had, and you need to be at peace with it. Dwelling on those things, regretting those decisions, is only going to make you live in that moment for longer than you should. Rule number five: if you're stuck in a mental loop, then you have to take the time and put in the effort to ask yourself, is this really useful? Will I care about this if this was the only thing that mattered in life? Will I care about it 1, 2, 3, 4 years ahead? If the answer to any of those questions is no, you're most probably taking the time to think about things that do not matter. Rule number six: if you're comparing yourself to others, stop. The only comparison that you have to ever do is a comparison with your current, former, or future self. There shouldn't be any benchmarks in anybody around you. Trust me, they have their own issues that you would never want. So do not compare yourself to others. Make yourself the lighthouse of your own life. Rule number seven: if they steal your energy, then run away from them fast. Energy vampires, that's the people who do nothing but take your energy from you. You know what they say? You don't fight with the pig. Both of you are covered in shit. The pig loves it. It's their food. You'll smell, they'll love. Run away from them. Do not get into a conflict with somebody who's got nothing to lose because they're already living off your energy. Rule number eight: if you see leaves swaying in the breeze, then take it as a moment to be present. What you see around yourself in nature should take more of your attention than anything that is behind a screen. From nature we come, to nature we'll go. And that rule should also apply, or sh- serve to remind you that in nature we should seek all the motivation, all the excitement that we need. Rule number 9: if you feel overwhelmed by mainstream media, turn it off. The choice of not letting your attention be monetized is with you. The choice of also building your own perspectives, creating your own context, designing your own decisions is with you. To the extent possible, do what you have to do to turn off anything that's anything more than a bother. Rule number 10: if you have recently been destroyed by something, then the opportunity to change your life is now, in this moment. You always get to write the end of your own story. You get to write what's going to be read at your funeral. The eulogy that you want is yours to write, yours to have. So focus on your own values and daily habits to build yourself back stronger. Do not let that outsider, the influence that's done nothing but destroyed you, influence you anymore. Rule number 11, and the final rule: if you're feeling rushed, slow down. Try going at 85%, try going at 70%. Whatever percent works the best for you. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Carl Lewis, 9 times Olympic gold medalist, he always said that he ran his fastest at 85%. If it was true for Carl Lewis, you can trust Carl Lewis and you can trust me. It's true for you too. I hope that these 11 rules will serve you exactly the same way as they've served me. Thank you for tuning in.